floor. It's me, Matt.
That late as usual.
Oh, this time I was dealing with life. I was I
Yeah.
was I was dancing the beat of the music in my own head, as I am right now, because I had to do that all morning long. I've been up and at 'em since dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe a couple hours after dawn, but woke up to a flat tire. Had to go get that dealt with. And
Mm-hmm.
enough time to make it back here late. But here we are. Hi, everybody.
Yep.
It's
But
here.
you
It's
made
me. I made it. It's me, Matt, with my fluffy hair and my long beard. Hello. Hello.
it.
Hello. And funny is it you can't even see really how long it is because the green screen cuts off the length.
I was surprised, you guys, when he came home from Christmas. He walked in and I'm like, what's all that?
It's falling out like crazy, but I still got a lot of it left.
And Daddy T, he got rid of his Santa beard,
Oh
got
yeah,
himself
he's
a
looking
cut.
like my dad again.
He looks like his normal, but did you notice how thin he is, Matt?
Oh, I mean, I'm not paying close attention. Hey, hi everybody. Hi. Hello. Hey, the other Matt is here. Matt Kreider's in the chat. Hello, Matt. Hi. Hi.
Oh, we can't have enough Matts.
No, I really can't. We got a family full of Steves. Let's fill the chat with Matts. Hello,
There you
everybody.
go.
Go, climb
Let's
on
go
into the elevator. Let's go
Matt,
all the
more
way up to the
Matts.
10th floor. Let's talk about some soap operas. Let's talk about General Hospital. Let's talk about the big trial week that was
Oh my
GH.
goodness. Such a trial week.
But of course, it's not just us. Matt is with us. Liz is here. Connor, hello, Connor. Jeannie and Ginger. Michelle is here. Millie, hello, Millie. And Kelly and Kaiwan. Okay, what's up, everybody? What's up? Turn around, Matt.
Hi, everybody.
There's another Matt. Are they hiding in just around the corner? Some GH
Yeah,
Matt.
Gurney. That Gurney's empty, but the other one maybe is full of
Oh,
Matts.
Props Master Matt. He's the one that kind of set up this room here. Actually, now that I'm
Absolutely.
realizing, I'm looking over here. We got, what was this? Coffee and booze? Whose office is this?
Well, it's supposed to be General Hospital office. I mean, the General Hospital right there on the screen of the computer, right? The
Yes.
hospital insignia there.
Well, I'm going to continue to pretend this is Portia's office because I'm very comfortable in Portia's space. We're coming to an understanding, she and I. We had some rocky times. There were some points in which we really didn't see eye to eye. She was making some choices I didn't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
But now, given the situation of her life and the pressures that she's facing surrounding her and the lengths that she's willing to go, really, to keep her family safe from Heather Weber, I gotta say, I mean, Portia's back on my good list. She's
Is
not on the
she?
naughty list. No, no. Curtis, however, Curtis is on my naughty list. And Curtis, right here in front of this very elevator, cannot stop confronting Isaiah. This is their favorite spot right here, is to bicker with each other.
You
Right
remember
here.
how back in the day, Jason and Drew that used to be Jason and Drew's spot to fuss.
Yes. Yes. Jason and Drew used to fight there. This is where, when Jason came back after being patient six, saw
Uh-huh.
Franco and then just decked him. No
Yes.
questions asked. And then,
As soon
whoa,
as
whoa, things have changed, buddy. Kelly reminds
pump the
us.
brakes, pump the brakes. Yes.
Kelly reminds us it's Portia's office. This set here doubles also as the exam room on the show. Yeah, so this is the accessory room on the set. And so kind of whatever they need to set up hospital-wise, they're going to use this space for it.
Yes, whether it be like a hospital room with a patient or an office, whatever. If you need an
I'm
intimate
sure this is
interior
the space
of
in
General
which
Hospital, there it is.
I'm sure this is the space in which they had Faison's brain in a jar.
Probably.
I'm almost convinced that it was right here in this very set.
And we absolutely know that because that set, the elevator, of course, never, ever, ever
No.
moves. And that particular room is right accessible to it.
Yes, yeah. So, and in the times that we've toured the set, the first time it was set up as the exam room, if I'm not mistaken. The second time it was set up as an office.
I think the second time the second time we were there, it was,
It was
the
Austin's
heck was his
office.
name?
Austin Gatlin Holt's office. Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Chandra.
Yes, it was.
Chandra brought us some popcorn from the basketball game and is going to hurry right back.
Yay!
Thank you very much for the popcorn, Chandra.
We had basketball in the family yesterday. However, I did not go, but Daddy T did.
Well, I'm sure he had a great time, and I hope they won.
No, they both lost both games.
Okay, all right, speaking of winners, back to the good list, back to the show, back to Portia Robinson, and how she's back on my good list. A winner, to me, Portia is. I'm very happy to see it. At the end of this all, this week she's struggling because she's in her second trimester, but doesn't quite have the gumption to find out who the daddy is. Because finding out, she says, is going to be more stressful than not knowing.
Well, I see, Matthew. I understand that you're going to give her a lot of grace, and I say good for you. I am not feeling as gracious.
Okay.
Since she is in her second trimester,
Yes.
which is what has she been saying for weeks now?
This
That's
whole
the-
time. Yes.
that's the safe zone.
Now she's backing off her promise. I get it.
These two gentlemen, being as
Gentlemen.
stupid as they may be at times, deserve an answer.
Do they?
I think they do.
All right. Okay. All right. And maybe they'll get one, or maybe she'll decide that maybe there is no answer. Maybe neither one of you deserves to know if you're the daddy, and this is my child.
Well, good. Okay, good for you, Portia. So your child doesn't deserve a father either?
Nah, who needs a dad? Especially one like Curtis.
I think both of them could be decent.
Maybe they can do a Mamma Mia situation where they're both the dad. She's just like, I'm not going to tell either one of you, so you can just both be the father.
That's a fantasy land of ABBA tunes, okay?
Never in a million years is the ABBA library going to become real life. The
No.
the nurse's desk, also more set chat from Kelly. The nurse's desk can change it into the ER and the sliding doors appear. So yeah, if they're pretending it's the first floor, I think the ER is first floor with the
Yes.
sliding doors. And
Yes.
there's actually Kelly, I'm sure you know this. There's actually a panel that they lift and raise and fall depending on whether or not they're on the first floor or not. That blocks those sliding doors and just kind of gives it another entry type of deal. Or they lift that and then it enters into pretty much like the emergency zone, the ambulance area, blah, 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 blah. It's pretty neat. They,
It
since it's the permanent set, they spent a lot of time on making it cool.
Yeah. That treat machine never moves.
Nope, not at all. And it's filled with fancy treats. Take a look at the Twitter library of images. You'll see all sorts of set photos. You'll probably have to scroll because it's been a good number of months since we've been able to go to the set.
Those rickety old stairs never move either.
And the loud stairs from the Savoy is something that they commented on. Since those stairs are made of metal and everybody wears hard shoes.
Yeah, they have to do a lot of editing and sound stuff there because those stairs are
Oh gosh. Well, I guess enough about Portia. She'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
I just don't agree with her. I think that these two men, because they are invested and they do care, they need an answer.
But everybody's been being such a baby.
Well, maybe a little bit.
Nobody can sit down and just chill, huh? Take a look at the situation from the 10,000-foot view.
I just don't think this is a chillable moment.
I guess not. And I also have to give credit to Isaiah. He's not the hothead here. He's the one being like, "Hey, baby, let's go to the cabin and have a baby together."
And we're not talking about who went into the lunch cafeteria and took her damn lunch. We're not talking about that.
Listen, somebody ate my ham sandwich, and I will not stand for it.
Exactly. I know it's Isaiah or Curtis. I know it.
Oh my gosh. Well, Portia's not going to have to deal with the latest addition to the hospital, even though she might need her at some point. And that's Dr. Britt Westbourne. We can call her Dr.
I
Britt
know.
again.
Doctor, she's a doctor, and Brennan did that garbage for her.
Sure did. Well,
Yeah,
yes
Brennan
and no,
picked that
yes
up
and
for
no, and
her.
yes and no, and yes, definitely. But Lucas helped. Lucas wrote a letter.
Yes, but Brennan cemented it.
He did.
He did.
He used
He arranged that.
his WSB connections to clear the way so Britt can be Dr. Britt again. Why? Well, she could potentially be an asset down the line. Give me some
Well, he wants
information.
he wants all his five poppy,
He
you
wants
know.
to know the secret of cold fusion.
Yes, he wants to know all of it, and there is a big reason to pick her brain. She has more information about all that, even more than Pascal.
Yeah, well, she's the head researcher of the whole thing
Yes,
now. Now that
yes.
now that
What she'd like to get out of that, wouldn't she? How is she going to be um, a doctor there at the hospital and spend 40 hours a week doing that at the minimum,
more than that.
and go over there and play in the lab?
The magic of the fact that a week is a day and a day is a week, and so
Exactly.
planned.
Well, maybe even though he can't keep his trap shut, she could have her best friend be working in the lab doing all that. He's got all this
They
lab
would not. I
experience.
mean, I can definitely see that coming down the line, especially since when Brad's only around for Britt. Like he's a character for Britt. They like the energy they're able to bring together. They think it's fun TV. I don't know if
Yeah.
you agree in the chat. You let me know, because GH Addict thinks that Brad is being annoying. But you let me know if you enjoy the shenanery of of Britt and Brad. It's
I do appreciate their goofiness.
yeah,
I appreciate it even on, with him talking about her fashion and her
yeah.
strength and the nurse's station, and he says, and with pockets. I loved it.
It's definitely funny. The reason why I say, hey, like it or don't, take it or leave it, is because when they are together and they're playing like that, it is so unlike anything else that their characters do. Almost to a point where it takes them out of what it is that they are doing entirely to just do this goofy little scene. So I don't know if you think that it fits, or if it's just this fun little bit because it's daytime. This thing's on 5 days a week, and we're gonna do something with it. And this is one of those things. It's the Brit and Brat bits.
Well, I could really see Brad wound up working
Oh, totally.
at the lab, not at the hospital, because he's not interested in going back to the hospital. He already said so. And where is he getting his money, by the way?
I don't know. Maybe he's still got like 75K left.
Well, maybe he's got a little tidbit
Just
left,
a
huh?
smidgen left. Not enough for him to still be gallivanting around the country or the world, but for him to go, okay, I got to figure out what's going on. It's
Drew should be a little bit pissed that he's back in town, shouldn't he?
I guess so long as he stays out of the way and doesn't cause a
I guess
problem.
so. I guess, and Drew's got
Because he
oh,
didn't buy him off to send him out of town. He gave him money for the Portia information, and
right.
then Brad left. So I don't think Drew necessarily has room right now to be upset, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't or couldn't be, because this is Drew we're talking about.
Oh my goodness, he's just awful.
He is, and we'll definitely get into the whole Drew thing here. I mean, we'll probably backload the last hour with Drew
I would
and
think so.
trial talk. Trying to get the other stuff
That's
out of the
all.
way first.
But it was so present this week, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get the other stuff out of the way to make sure that we get to it and don't get just too lost in the
Absolutely.
trial trenches. But Britt,
So what do you think about this, Matt? What do you think about, looks like Michael and Jacinda are really a thing.
are they? Aren't they? See, Michael. I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the story. Because you know me. I've said for weeks and weeks now I would not be friends with this man. But potentially it's because of the trial. We're trying to paint a little bit of villainy into Michael, a little deceit and deception, so the audience might suspect him as the true shooter until we get to the grand revelation. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it was just storytelling that was making me not like him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As for the
Mm-hmm.
Michael and Jacinda front, I know that there's a lot of people out there that are enjoying the Jacinda romance.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Oh
Okay.
yes, oh yes. I am not against it. I think that Jacinda Bracken is a great soap name, and I'm really curious to know what her real name is because it's not Jacinda, and I'm going to bet on that.
Well, I will give Jacinda really a lot of credit for a very, very hardcore stomach, okay?
Yeah, it's
Because
20,
she
20 times.
because if you can keep your composure and let Ezra Boyle touch you, he makes me want to gag, and I'm just looking at him on the TV.
Oh my
I
gosh.
want to go. "Ugh."
He is so great. What's the actor?
He is so greatly gross,
Scott
isn't he?
something? Is that his name? Scott something? I can't recall. You let me know what the actor's name is because he was on All My Children. Ezra is. He was so great, fantastic. Since he first walked onto the set,
He
Ezra
got
Boyle has been the most disgusting, smarmy local politician. Like he has played that so well. I think.
he got the creep factor down.
He does. He does. He's got that. Gosh, he just does it. I wish that I could come up with better words on the fly other than he does it. It's great. What a great job from this guy. I don't remember the name of.
He's pulling off having no redeeming value, like Dr. Montague did.
For sure, for sure. And then on top of that too, the way that he is portraying the character, how he carries it, how he speaks, the tone and cadence of his voice, it is total cheap, terrible politician. He has 100%. You don't have to guess as to who this man is and what he's about. You can watch him for 5 seconds and he's gotten it.
Well, I tell you, that Jacinda, just having to hang out with him, fully clothed, would be so gross.
Just to like watch him eat cake. Can you imagine like the little frosting that gets caught in the little corner of his mouth and stays there because he doesn't notice? That's totally him. Oh my gosh. 20 times, mother. 20 times. But you know what? Listen. Back to Jacinda herself. Jacinda, Michael, Jacinda, Jacinda. All right, if we were painting Michael in a negative light just to throw the audience some, and we're going to go back to him being a little bit more friendly, somebody I might like a little bit more, then cool. I'm curious to see where things might go between Michael and Jacinda. But it really heavily depends on who Jacinda is. And I'm not saying like what her personality is or what her character tropes and traits are. Where she comes from, what is she about, what does she want, what is she doing? All of that stuff is really going to sell it, but obviously it would.
Well, they'd have to, decide to build a character for that.
Yeah, because right now she's there. There's a skeleton there, but I wouldn't say that there's the flesh and bones of Jacinda Bracken yet.
No, not at all.
And so I think it depends on what those flesh and bones mean. But so but I guess that's not necessarily a deep dive into analysis. It's pretty easy to say that, well, it depends on who the character ultimately is, as if I'm going to like it or not.
Exactly.
Daniel
And I think
Cosgrove,
Michael
thank you,
right
TV
now, Michael right now, I don't think he's got some real super deep feelings for her.
I think he likes her.
I think he likes her. I think she does a good job at making him feel good.
Yeah. I think that he likes her. He respects her. I think that she earned his respect because he was upfront with her. And I'll give Michael this. I will say this is something that's something that I don't hate Michael for. He's like the entire time when they were building this rapport and the alibi, he was like, "Hey, you're in total control here. You can blow this for me at any moment. I'm trusting you. I've given you a little bit of money, but it doesn't mean anything in the end if you choose to blow it up for me. So, understand that." And then she didn't. So I think that
She
earned
didn't.
respect for sure for him.
She
For sure.
didn't blow it up for him, but she did omit what she was doing that night. She didn't tell him, "Hey, there is someone that could actually blow your alibi."
Yeah, and it happened to be a biggie too. So maybe we'll definitely have to get into the confrontation of that, right? There will be a conversation. There has to be a conversation
Mm-hmm.
in which he'll Batman his way through and be like, "What's going on here? How come you
Mm-hmm.
didn't tell me?" And then she'll come up with a reason that is either villainous or sympathetic, and I imagine it will be a sympathetic reason.
Probably.
I was just so ashamed. He's so disgusting. Have you ever seen him eat cake? I think might be to say it more loudly. Daniel Cosgrove is the actor who plays Ezra Boyle,
Mm-hmm.
and he was on All My Children. I remember him very well. Did he play
Well,
Scott
I've
on All
seen
My
some
Children?
headshots
Whatever.
of him, from earlier on where
Yeah.
he's such a cute young thing. But boy, oh boy.
Oh
As Ezra
gosh.
Boyle, no, I would not call him attractive.
But it's also because of attitude. If he was there in like I don't know, something that you like a cowboy hat,
Mm-hmm.
just out there in the world, you passing by
And
him at the Sonic Burger down the street, right? You're like, maybe I'll
sounds
go
it
for that.
sounds a bit ridiculous, but if his hair was different.
Well, that's
All
it. I
right.
mean, he definitely has smarmy politician here, and that's just how they comb it.
Yes.
Ginger says that he's a boil on the tush of Port Charles.
There you go. There you go.
Ezra
Lance
had
that thing.
Alicia or Alicia says Ezra had the uncool kid on the block look when he came back to the table and Jacinda was gone. Huh? Oh, well,
Oh man.
oh man. I wouldn't be surprised, says Sandra. I wouldn't be surprised if there was more to the Jacinda Ezra relationship. Still believe it's not what we are led to believe. So you think that maybe they weren't hooking up and maybe they're like cousins?
I think no, I don't agree. I think Ezra's just all about, he ain't getting booty any other way. He ain't.
No, so there's this, gosh, folks, y'all probably it's fun because I live in between so many generations, being my age. I mean, the young people have no idea what I'm talking about. The oldest people have no idea what I'm talking about. But there's this pocket of people that do know what I'm talking about. Maybe that's just universal for everybody.
Is it a hard knock life to be a millennial?
It's hard. It really is. It really is. So you guys will probably understand this reference, though my contemporaries and my subordinates at work would not. There's this movie called Mars Attacks from 1996, in which Martians
I
from
remember
Mars.
it
It's a
well.
Tim Burton movie. The Martians come, they attack. It is a star-studded cast. It is one of my. It's hilarious. It's to me, and I find it very funny. It's a very much in my family. We very much call it a dad movie.
Yes. Yes.
And it's super enjoyable. But Martin Short is in it, and he plays this politician who just collects himself some women under the red light. And ultimately it leads to his demise, spoiler alert, during the attack from Mars. But I can definitely draw a line between Martin Short's character there and Ezra Boyle when it comes to sometimes in DC or local politics in Port Charles. It's more about the ability to, not necessarily the lack of getting it elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of one of those power dynamic things. One of those rich elite lifestyles that those of us here on the ground floor will never understand.
So, Matt,
Yes.
how mad do you think Tracy is going to be when she realizes Martin is the note giver?
So here's the thing about that. I'm surprised. I
I was kind of
did not
surprised too.
expect it to be Martin Gray because I was not getting continued villainy
I
from
wasn't
Martin
either.
up to this point.
I was getting, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, sis.
Yeah.
I was getting that. I
So,
wasn't getting, let me do something else because it would have been past the other thing he did with the whole
however,
script
but
and all that.
However, but this is not trying to stick it to Tracy. Not necessarily, I don't think, because Tracy doesn't. She said very recently, I don't. I care about Michael now because Monica's gone, but before I didn't give a crap. Pretty much, it's
He
been
was my
the
favorite.
sentiment, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think that he necessarily may have done this to stick it to Tracy, but he did this because he is under the employment of Drew.
Well, perhaps, huh? Yeah. Perhaps that's the
And
reason.
sharing this information helps. Helps
And
the
we
Willow
don't
case.
know that Drew knows or not that he did this.
Right. And the anonymity involved
There
in
you
it,
go.
we're adding extra letters this morning. The added anonymity. I really can't say it, can I? Anonymity? There we go. Hey.
There you
Uh,
go.
could be because he is trying to hide the fact that he did this blatant thing to really help, try to get Willow out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness. Oh, I can't wait to talk
His
about the trial.
sister's going to be so pissed at him. She might send him to go live in Dublin too.
maybe, maybe. I don't know, because it's always scary, right? Because we're always like, oh man, if there's a rift between Martin and Laura, then that's it. That's it. We're not going to have Martin anymore. But that's crazy. That's crazy. Martin can still be around
I
if
don't
there's a
want
rift.
Michael Lee Knight to go anywhere.
No, I think where is he going to go? I think he's going to stick around. I think he's having a good time. If he wasn't having a good time, and if they weren't having a good time writing for him, he wouldn't be around. He's not on contract.
No, and I love he and Jeannie's scenes together. I do. I love he and Jane's scenes together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think eventually they will be a thing and they're going to love each other.
Well, I hope so, but this
So too.
to have another roadblock in the way of that makes me a little just I like being confident. I guess all soap fans do like being confident in their predictions and what they think is coming. And when
Right.
something out there destabilizes it a little bit, you start to go, "Oh no, not the story that I wrote in my head." Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what the future holds for that. I
I'm
hope that it
I'm a
is.
soap expert.
Please, I bought a book, How to Write for Soaps. I read some of it. I want to see a romance between Tracy and Martin because I want to see Jane Elliott and Martin and Michael E. Knight play romance with each other. Whenever you pitch to me two daytime legendary actors play in love with one another, I am for it. That's why I was with Sunny and Natalia, because I'm like, come on, I'm a Eva LaRue guy.
I want Martin to move into the Quartermain house. I sure do. The shenanigans would be so good.
Well, after college, maybe Trina and Jocelyn will move out of the apartment above the garage, and Martin can move in, because the Quartermains need the money.
Oh yeah, the Quartermains need the money. But I know though, Laura now, maybe her brother ought to continue to live with her because now she'll be living alone.
She'll need the help, the friends, the I don't know, companionship. Maybe. Well, no Ace, no Kevin. They have to go away.
They then went to Ireland quick.
Well, yeah, packed a bag and gone.
I thought that was perfect way for John to get to not be gone, I don't want them to kill off Kevin.
Ah, come on, it would have been so good.
I don't want them to kill off Kevin, but I think that it's perfect way for good old John to continue to be Joey on that other show.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's in the opening credits on the other show now.
He sure is.
So,
He sure
things are
is.
doing well. Things
And
are
he's so
going
good on
well.
it. He's so good on it too.
Yes.
But poor Laura. So now she has had to move her grandson away from her in his very formative years.
That kid was a terror, though. So hopefully it's a relief for a little while. She can finally get some rest. She doesn't have to worry about that child. She could focus on Port Charles.
And she won't have to get Charlotte to babysit him anymore either.
Nope. Charlotte will be free to go flirt with her cousin.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is he her cousin? Is he her cousin?
So I've done the math, folks, because this has been well debated for weeks now, ever since pretty much they I don't know, did the whole dog thing together, like break it into the thing, right? Break it into the lab. People have been debating the Danny and Charlotte thing. And now that they're hanging out and riding motorcycles together and stuff, it seems as though they might be leaning toward.
But was not that the most Jason Jr. moment?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Totally.
I loved it.
1,000%.
So
if they are leaning toward romance between the two of them, yes, they are related. Second cousins once removed. They share 2.9% of their DNA, which means that it is not genetically icky, nor is it a legal problem.
Well, how is that connection? Where is
Through
it?
the Cassidines.
Through the
Because
Cassidine.
Sam is a Cassidine and Valentine is a Cassidine. But
Indeed.
Sam is a Cassidine through Mikos. Valentine is a Cassidine through Victor. So there's already a genetic split there. They're also in two different generations. Because Sam and Valentine are of two different generations. So Charlotte is one step above Danny because it's like Valentine, Alexis, and then
Right.
Charlotte,
Right.
Alexis, Sam, Danny. So there's a split there. They're second cousins once removed.
Do you think the audience can handle that? Or they will be ictified from it?
Once removed means a one generation split. Because Danny is in one tier lower in the generations than Charlotte is. They are once removed from each other. And they are second cousins because they are cousins through cousins.
Yes. That's pretty far removed, actually.
It's pretty far removed. Because Kelly says Ace was not a terror. I'm sorry. He was for a minute, though. He probably grew out of it. So yes, yeah. When it comes down to it, though, we're talking about a soap opera, and it is a little bubble of people. Even if it's a lot of people in the bubble, this cast is big, but it's still a bubble, and so it's very easy to trace the Cassidine nature between the two of them, and so it's very easy to understand and recognize that they do share some branches on the family tree that might seem a little closer than they actually are. But I guess it's going to be ultimately up to you if you think it's icky. Oh,
Absolutely.
no. Oh, no. I think
If you got to think, but at the same time, I was like, oh, are they connected? But it hurt my brain to think about it, so I stopped.
well, I mean, really, it hurts your brain to think about a lot of this stuff on soaps when it comes to love and marriage and romance and such. It's very challenging to not have
Very
family
complicated.
date each other. That's why
Yeah.
you need people like Kai to come on in and sprinkle some fresh genes into the pool.
But I thought the scene though, I thought the scene with with Charlotte and Danny was quite cute and very reminiscent of his dad. A little Jason there, just a little bitty Jason.
with his white helmet.
Yep.
Cody and Sasha are first cousins, and that is icky. Yes. I think that one's without debate. That first cousins is a little
But
icky.
but at the same time, you guys, and there's lots of countries within our world that is not a taboo thing at
Well,
all.
I mean, we're not talking about those countries right now, though. We're
No.
talking about this one.
Yeah. But you know what though? If I kind of for me, if I share childhood memories with our grandpa and our grandma, oh no.
I just think that's really where the split is, I think that's where the split is for a lot of people. How close were you as a family? Right? And so, as it stands right now, I don't know, maybe they are bonding as cousins, and this isn't romance, and we're just talking out our butts.
Well, yeah, not everybody's got a smooch, right?
Nope, not everybody's got a smooch, but it is Port Charles, and so people are gonna smooch.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
And there and we were supposed to think little Jason with his dirt bike and all that.
Right. But who was on the back of the dirt bike? Robin. Right? So.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But it was pretty ingenious of the two of them, though, how to get to Carly's house. It was a pretty good plan. It really was.
So, I mean, I think that they're doing a pretty great job with, I mean, you run the risk of making them little clones of their parents. But also at the same time, I think that they're doing a pretty great job of these three kids when it comes to like Rocco being the spawn of Dante and Lulu, because here Lulu's a hothead, Dante's controlled, right? What do you do when you have both of those impulses battling inside of you at the same time? You're going to be nervous, weird, and awkward, Rocco, right? And then the Danny and Charlotte stuff is very clear. We very much saw it this week with Danny with his dirt bike, and then Charlotte with just her masterclass in getting out of trouble and then gaining sympathy from her mother over it. Like I said, remember months and years ago when I said Charlotte is going to pick up a particular set of skills out there with Valentine? She sure
And
has.
she has.
She sure has.
But her dad did the right thing in telling her, "You need to stay away from here."
You are going to lead Brennan right here, so stop it.
Yes,
He's
you're
starting
going
to
to put
think
his
I'm not
both their
around.
fists. You're going to put his both their fists. Valentine, why might be he's going to be the one that's going to be able to battle Sidwell. He really is.
Mm-hmm. You think it'll be Valentine and Sidwell, huh?
I think he's going to be able to battle him and yeah, Valentine. I like Valentine quite a bit. I really do this
I
go around.
recognize that. I think Sidwell kind of belongs to Sonny. He
Hmm.
bought the peers. He's got the peers.
He does.
He's putting everybody under his Sidwell thumb.
And I really enjoyed the scene with Laura and Sonny talking about Luke.
It was nice, right? I
It
feel as
was.
though we've gotten to a point in the filming schedule in which Anthony Geary has passed away.
Yeah, so there, I was thinking as I was watching that was a very quick rewrite of a scene.
It would be I think it would be like when you it's different to, for example, when Lucky and Liz like kissed the first time and it wasn't Jonathan Jackson or something.
Hmm.
And they're like, well, why didn't they rewrite it? And Chua did it, blah, 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 blah. It's a little bit more difficult to do that when you've got a guest actor and this, that, and the other thing, and everything's in place and blah, 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 blah. It's a little bit more
Right,
difficult to do that in an emergency situation. But if
right.
you have a little bit of time, couple of days, quick little rewrite here and there. The scene really wasn't anything about other than recapping the Dalton situation anyway. There is no
Right.
narrative impact if we change this into something else. There would be narrative impact if we delayed the kiss between Lucky and Liz or whatever. I'm not. Don't need to get into the super deep analysis of that right now. But I can understand where they can see that they have time and they had the heart and sympathy for sliding in a little Luke chat.
Yeah.
And hopefully that'll warm up towards some sort of Luke story. The ABC rep, Nathan Varney, said that stay tuned because we're going to be getting clips soon. We're going to get a montage, a Luke montage coming up at the end of one of the episodes.
Well, that's good. That's good. And like I said from last week, they could do a Luke centric. They could do a Luke centric thing right now with no Luke. They really could.
Yeah, yeah,
Like his last plan.
and perhaps they'll figure out a way to do it that isn't hokey.
Exactly.
We need Anna back on, says Kelly, and I agree with you, Kelly, and maybe she'll come with Luke's plan. I don't know.
I know. Well, didn't they? Who said this week that they were going to really analyze
Emma
her?
and Brennan. Emma got a picture that Brennan's going to have analyzed for metadata.
Yes, yes, yes.
See if you
Because
can find it.
she went to Bobby's and she said, "Hey," basically said, "Hey, I'm getting worried."
Yeah,
Something's going on.
so Emma's going to start getting involved in this, and maybe she'll figure out somehow Spoon Island is the metadata for this image, or Brennan will tell her, but stay away. We're going to handle it, right? And she's like, screw that, Geo, come with me.
Exactly. I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah, I'm not going to stick and watch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Glad Valentine told her not to come back. It shows he truly cares and loves her. Aw, Laura. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I want Valentine to stay and maybe save Anna, says Ginger. Though I kind of like Sidwell as laid-back villain and foil for Sonny. He is pretty laid-back, isn't he?
Oh, he's calculated. That's for sure.
He is unperturbed by developments.
Boy, oh boy.
And he showed it well with the whole Dalton being like, oh, I'm going to do all these things and I'm going to turn everybody in and I'm all drunk and, oh, I've been shot.
Oh, yeah, I'm dead.
Oh, now I'm in the Pine Barrens.
Oh, doggone it.
Though they're still keeping Robert alive currently, says Ginger. And that is true, and maybe they'll hook the wagons. Maybe the last, maybe Robert will pass and they'll find something that's like, now that Scorpio and Spencer are gone, this thing has been released.
There's other characters too. I mean, they still have to address at some point. At some point, Leslie's going to have to be passed away.
Yeah, not Charleston, but Leslie, as in Laura's mom.
Yeah, as in Laura's mom, as in Denise Alexander.
Yeah, so I don't know.
She was on for years. They cannot just go, oh, well, no.
No, but also at the same time, like Lee and Gail Baldwin kind of like died in a letter off screen. I don't think that they had a big send off Actually, I kind of remember Gail passing away when I was watching, like within the last 7 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
And Scotty had just been informed, and he was bummed out about it. But there wasn't like a big old arc or anything. So I don't know if Leslie will get anything other than a phone call and a reaction from Laura.
Well, we'll have to see, huh?
Scorpio, on the other hand, I really like the idea of if Robert passes, which he did, then there's some sort of Mikos thing that has been waiting for this. Now that Scorpio and Spencer are gone, this plot is now going to be unlocked.
Well, sure.
I would
mean,
find that to be interesting.
they could go back to the diamonds. The diamonds, Scorpio has them.
Yeah, he does. He does. I'd be interested. What if they wrote into the storyline to suggest that Sidwell had something to do with Laura's mother's death?
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
I guess that's one way to keep Kevin safe. Mm-hmm. At one point, GH had Robert in Paris. Then, not long ago, he was in Australia. GH fudged that. Well, he's moving around, Kelly. Maybe I don't know. Just don't hop on any cable cars, Robert. I think
Right
you're
now
gonna be
he's
okay.
taking. Right now he's still with his granddaughter Daisy
Yeah, he's enjoying that
and
in his
his
golden
daughter
years.
Sasha.
In his twilight final years. It's nice. It's wonderful. And presumably Holly is sort of kind of floating in and out as well.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
Emma
Yep.
Sam's is still around, so
Yeah.
maybe she can pop in. I know people are ready for Sasha to return. Here's the thing, though: the further we go away from Sasha departing,
Right.
characters moving on doing other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yep.
We will see.
I'm sorry, but I don't know any teen that is that obsessed with their father. David says about Charlotte. Well, they had a very special bond. Like, see, I would say, David, that you probably weren't on the run with your parents. I think that might form a special. But now, if you were on the run with your parents, I would love to hear all about that. But I think that might be the key factor that's blocking our true understanding of said I must see him. Plus, also, screw this Lulu lady. She was asleep for 4 years. Mm-hmm. Those were my development years. That's when I became the young woman I am today.
The adventure aspect of her relationship with her dad and always being on the run. And I think that also works into that. It's not so much that she, oh my gosh, I just have to be with my papa. I think she's just concerned for his safety all the time as well.
Very much so. She thinks that he is more safe when they're together because she can watch his back. But when he's by himself, it's just him. And yeah, he's good. He's capably strong. He'll be able to do it. He'll be able to figure it out. But also at the same time, it's better. It's more safe when we're together. She didn't want to leave him. He sent her away. And that's still very much alive today.
And Sidwell led big concern for her, but she wasn't all that afraid of him.
No, not yet.
When she was standing, he did threaten her.
He did threaten her.
Kind of way.
However, this was when they were. This was when. This was also though when he was a little more nice. We'll say, yeah, sure. He put her in a situation where the warehouse exploded, but also at the same time, like, you must understand the circumstances and he's money, like, he's not really playing like that anymore. Now she'd be very much under his thumb, and he has stopped not threatening family, especially the children. That's a big 180.
That's a big one.
Big 180. So, I wanted to say before we get into the trial, because there was something that was linking. Brad. It was Brad. Ugh, can't believe I'm doing this. Clearly, Lucas and Marco are not destined for nuptials.
Probably not. And with the whole Pascal thing and all that sort of stuff, right? Pascal, he's the intermediary between all of the plans. He'll show up for the research. He'll show up for Anna. He's also the butler at the house. So he is the bridging character between all of these moving parts of the villain plot. So if we get Brad working with Britt, he interacts with Pascal.
senses something's amiss with Pascal's strange obsession with his old flame Lucas. Gives us a clear plot line forward, not only for some interest in intrigue when it comes to what's going on with that plot, but also at the same time gives us the bridge that I know everyone's excited for the reunion of Lucas and Brad.
And you're not a fan of that.
Well, we've been there a lot. But hey, whatever. Make it good, GH. That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
Pascal can fall off the parapet, says Kelly. And you know what, Kelly? I hope you were watching last week when I said I want just Marcos to just nudge him.
Yeah.
Just little shoulder check, and he just.
We want Pascal. First real death off the parapet.
The first one.
I'm looking for a running start with a clothesline. That's what I'm looking for.
Krista. Just drop Brock Lesnar style.
I want him to go like my mother used to say, ass over kettle, like complete flip off the pyramid.
Oh my gosh. Sidwell doesn't even care if his own son dies or goes to jail, says Alicia or Alicia. Pesky Pascal.
Awful, isn't he? Isn't he? He's awful.
Oh.
I think Anna should just rush him. I think she can take him.
She could break him like a toothpick.
I think she can take him.
David objects, saying that Anna may have to save herself. Well, he doesn't really object to that. He's objecting to the fact that nobody seems to be interested in where Anna is other than Emma. Anna may have to save herself, much like you're saying. Because no one notices anything's off but Emma.
Right.
It's like, oh, yeah.
And someone should be thinking something is amiss by now because she's been gone a long time.
She's been gone since Halloween.
Even Jason should be saying, "Where's my old friend Anna?"
He's busy. You know, Jason's got a lot going on. He's very distracted by Britt. They're making out now.
I know they're making out on New Year's Eve, huh?
They're making out now. So I'm waiting for somebody to find Anna and Windermere. Maybe it'll be Charlotte. Maybe Charlotte's going to sneak in there. Maybe it'll be Emma. I would like to be Emma. I want Emma to sneak onto Spoon Island. I do.
And accidentally shoot her.
Well, I don't know about that. That was what I want Emma to sneak onto Spoon Island, and I want her. This is Emma we're talking about, not Charlotte. Charlotte was the one who accidentally got shot.
That's right.
I want her to be in the all black with the cap, right, and the gloves and all that sort of stuff with the flashlight, right? She's sneaking in there. Gio's got to be with her, of course. She can't do it by herself. She's gonna be like, "I'm gonna do it by myself," but Gio'll be like, "No, I can't let you do it by yourself. I gotta go with you."
And I still think that that secret lab is on that island as well.
Probably.
And
I mean, they need a new work location. Why not Spoon Island? That's why we need the helicopter pad anyway.
Well, pretty soon, shouldn't we see Britt go to some kind of lab?
I mean, she is.
We should be seeing Britt go to a lab soon.
I would think so. And it's not going to be that same lab that Dalton had been working in. So, all right,
No.
Ma, I think it's time.
No.
I think it's time.
Yeah?
It's time to talk about
Go
it.
to the courtroom.
It's time. You can hear, I got to tell, bzz, 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 bzz. That was my phone buzzing right there. It says, court is back in session. Back in session. Court is back in session. Let's go watch Dante testify again. All right, folks. We're going to do it. Let's do it. Because they told us. They finally told us. It was Willow.
They finally told us.
They finally told us it was Willow. I was surprised.
I was a little surprised. Now, this is what I wonder. Because I don't know for sure. Does Willow realize that she's done this?
Caitlin McMullen doesn't know that.
Does Willow know she's guilty, or she has some kind of mental block and doesn't even know she has shot him?
I think she does. I think I think she does.
You think she does?
Here's the thing, though. If Caitlin McMullen really doesn't know, and she said so in Soap Diet, I don't know. Now, she could be playing it up. Maybe she doesn't know. I can't say for sure. But I feel as though she's playing it like she knows. There's these little looks, these smirks, these lingers, that she's looking at Drew now that hadn't really been there before.
Right. Right.
You know, so I think that she knows that she did it, and I think that she has been playing up her damsel nature 120%.
Well, that's a good possibility. That's a good possibility. And I would love for them to write her as saying, "You've all had me mispegged as Snow White."
But I am the evil queen. Caitlin was told by the executive producer just before the trial started. It was in an article. So she didn't know that Willow had done it this whole time. From my understanding, she doesn't know if Willow knows if she did it or not. But I would say from the context clues from the scenes, at least how they're playing it right now, I would say that she does know. That doesn't mean that it won't change, because famously these actors have to make their own choices without really knowing what the plot is. So we'll see what
Well,
it ultimately turns out to be.
I wouldn't be surprised if she does know it.
I think
I
that she
wouldn't,
should know it.
I wouldn't be surprised if she does know it. Because boy, oh boy, she is sure just laying on the "what a great man you are" on Drew thick, thick, thick now. How
Uh-huh.
I cannot live without you.
Yeah, and so that's I think that she's been playing up the damsel nature with Drew. Oh, how can I blah, 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 for two reasons. One, she was well, no, one reason, not even two. Not even two. Just this first reason. She was majorly unsuccessful in killing him.
And she want and indeed she did want him dead.
Very much so. So
And she was disappointed when he survived.
when he survived, she had to like really protect herself.
Had to pivot, pivot,
Pivot,
pivot.
pivot, pivot, and fall back and pretend to fall back in love. And she said before, "Oh, I don't love him." But then this is why it's been so confusing for me as an audience member, is because the writers have been writing it that Willow's done it, and it's been confusing for me because she did it and she's lying one time and telling the truth next. I don't love him. Oh, true.
Mm-hmm.
Liesel had it pegged. Somebody in the chat earlier, way earlier, I'm not going to scroll up, way earlier in the chat was like, Liesel knew it from the beginning. Something is wrong with your daughter.
Oh, wait,
Something
you
is
know
wrong
another
with
one?
her.
And another person that completely thinks she's capable of this is Tracy.
And we know someone who knows that she's capable of this, Michael, because he saw it.
You think he actually saw him,
This
saw her?
explains why he got into the car and was like, oh. We've
Yeah.
seen that. We've seen that because he saw it and he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. And here's what I think also, folks. The reason why he planted the gun in Elizabeth's house, which I think he did,
Mm-hmm.
that or she tried to bring it back to the house but kept on getting thwarted because people kept on catching her in the kitchen.
That's
Chase.
true. There was a few times.
One of those two things. She either didn't have the opportunity to put it back because she kept on getting thwarted because Chase was kept on finding her in the kitchen. Or Michael did put it there because he's like, oh crap, they're framing me for this.
Yeah. 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 And I do think that Willow, if indeed she knows she did shoot him, and doesn't have some kind of block, I'm thinking that she probably does know she shot him.
Mm-hmm.
I think Michael going down for it is just a side benefit since he didn't die.
I think
And I'll get my kids back after all.
there's some chat right now happening in the chat. As it should, folks. Thanks for contributing. If you also want to like send me money, I had to replace my car tire today, so do that. Anyway, the chat's going on right now about whether or not whether or not Willow knows that she did it, and also a bit of the artistic framing, we'll say, between the lie that she was telling on the stand versus the truth being shown to us.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the way that they structured it was telling us that Willow was lying and knows it.
Mm-hmm.
Not, this is what she thinks happened and here's the truth. I think that would have been presented to us in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe that Willow knows. I do believe that she's been covering her tracks the whole time. I do believe she saw a chink in Chase's armor and she's leaning into it. I do think that by the end of this, Nina's going to have to sit this girl down and say, Nell, get out. Get out of Willow's body, Nell.
Maybe, huh? Maybe they're just rotten. They're just rotten. Perhaps they're just channeling their grandmother. She was the worst character, one of the worst female characters ever. She was right there. She was right up there with,
Maybe
oh,
that's why we saw Luke's final episode, to remind us about her.
boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I mean,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
that's right up. I mean, she was equal with, she was only on for a little while, but
Mhm.
she was like evil, like Helena Rotten.
Yes.
Helena Rotten.
Yes. Yes. And she didn't last, folks. She's not around anymore. She can't terrorize you any longer.
Mm.
At one point at Alexis's house, Drew looked like he had some sort of flashback. And here's Twinkle Twinkle, and maybe he will know that Willow did it. As he continues to piece more memories together.
Wouldn't that be
Oh,
something?
yes.
If he has some kind of got clarity next week.
Twinkle,
Oh, oh,
twinkle,
oh.
smoking gun. Pull the trigger twice, and he's done.
Ooh, look at that. My goodness, my goodness.
Clip it,
Now,
folks.
now, how will Alexis is going to hear this information next week? There, because Kai and Trina are there going to spill their guts.
I think that Kai and Trina
What
are,
is Alexis
this
going to do with all
this
that?
is what I want so badly. I want Ashley Judd and Tommy Lee Jones. Okay? All right, I want it. I want it bad. Okay? I want Kai and Trina to tell Alexis 30 seconds too late because the jury has come back with a not guilty verdict.
Wow, double jeopardy.
Double jeopardy. Because now Willow can go on the courthouse steps and say, I did it. And they
Mm-hmm.
can't do nothing about it at that point because you can't try him again.
That's true. That's true.
Now, they would be able to get her for like theft of a firearm. They'd
Sure.
be able to get her for, unlawful use of a weapon or, something like that. But the actual shooting of the man, they wouldn't be able to get her for that anymore. There's a litany of other crimes associated with shooting somebody that wouldn't be able to get her for. So going onto the courthouse steps, unless we're in Soapland, which we are, to admit it isn't something you should do in the real world.
Right. Right.
But I want her to get off of it and for the truth to immediately come out mere seconds later.
Well, that would be fun.
I want that. Because then now she has to force to be her. Now she has to force to take off that mask. I
Oh
like it.
my gosh, I can't wait for her to tell Drew, I hate you.
Why would he cover for her? I'm assuming we're talking about Michael. He would cover for Willow and not immediately tell the cops that he saw it for two reasons. Number one, he lied about his alibi. So saying, "Oh, I was there and I saw Willow do it," is like, okay, buddy, we're gonna bring you in and accuse you of doing this. It seems too convenient. Secondly, too, as much as they don't get along, as much as we don't like Willow, and as much as we see just the adults of the situation arguing and fighting and having a bad time, them kids really like Willow.
Yes.
Wiley and Amelia love their mother very much.
Yes, they do.
So by throwing her in prison for life for shooting Drew twice definitely harms his children in a way that he doesn't want.
Right.
Even
I
not
can
like
see that.
I'm not even talking about like, oh well, she can't see the kids, because right now she can't see the kids. It's
Right.
my mother is a murderer thing
Yes.
that he's trying to keep away from the kids, not necessarily trying to maintain their current relationship, but to not paint that on the person that has raised them. I feel as though that's his primary motivation and not really trying to make it seem like Willow did it, other than contributing the gun.
And wait till, if Drew doesn't remember on his own, wait till he finds out that it was her all along that shot his butt.
Maybe
Oh
that.
boy.
I am continually looking for the thing that will soften Drew slightly, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Because
That's it.
when it comes to Drew, watching his reactions, his continued reactions week over week over the rise and the fall of the trial, as to whether or not it's going well or bad, and how he's treating Alexis over it and all of that, I am convinced at this point that they are writing Drew as an idiot. I think that this man he's wrong. He's got a bad moral code. He's up to no good. He's got too much money for him to not be such an asshole, right? But also at the same time, I think with all of that and play, I think that he's also legitimately really dumb. I think that this man is a dumb man. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he was a soldier. No offense to soldiers. I know very smart soldiers out there. But also at the same time, he didn't go to college. He was a SEAL. That's not necessarily known for necessarily their intellect level, but their physical
I
prowess, right?
I think what's a lot was been wrong with Drew in the last couple of years is he's just so freaking jealous of being a quartermain and not being a
I,
quartermain.
I think at this point, just being dumb supersedes all of it. I think he's just factually stupid. His brain does not think well.
Well, maybe,
I feel as though that's what it is. That too damn short of a cane has to go. Drew lean.
he does. Just
Oh my
that thing,
gosh.
Mr. Kane.
Oh no, I think Drew knows Willow shot him and he's playing her and blackmails Willow to stay with him, says Connor. Well, that would be another layer.
Tell you what. Well, how much did you enjoy the scene at the restaurant, though? Because I sure did.
you
I sure
know,
did. I loved it. I loved Willow for one thing. When she saw all
well,
that go down, she snickered.
well, that's part of the reason why I think she knows she did it. You
She
know?
thought, well, that shit's funny.
Alright. Hey. Alright, we're gonna swear. This is just we're gonna take it off. We're just gonna cover your ears, children. We're just gonna swear it up in the last part of this podcast today. Alright? We're gonna swear it up. We're gonna use the F word and the S word and the A word and the B word and the that's kinda all the words I know. The A word.
Well,
Willow's a psychopath. Yeah, Jenna, you're totally right.
a little bit, you know.
You know?
She not right now. She's not falling very far from the harmony tree.
No, the apple is not falling far from the tree. She's not even genetically related to Harmony. But she is genetically
No.
related to those other bat-ass crazy people, the Reeves family.
Oh
And
my
I'm
God.
not. And Silas Clay thought his brother was a vampire too, so I don't think that there's a lot of screws that have been tightened in that side of the family either.
No, no, there's a mess. There's a mess. She shared a womb with Crazy Nell. That's her sister, and
Sure did.
that womb was inside her mother, her Crazy Nina. My goodness.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then she's raising a cult. How can she not be damaged?
I know, and not only a cult, many cults. They
Yes.
established that Harmony floated from charismatic leader to charismatic leader during her childhood, to the point we're pretty sure that Shiloh was the one that killed her birth dad, or her raised,
Yeah.
not her birth dad because that's Silas, her
Harmony's husband.
Harmony's husband, her raised father,
Yeah,
adoptive dad.
sure.
So
My goodness. And yeah, I think the reason why Shiloh killed him was because he wasn't going along. He wasn't going to continue to go along with the shenanigans.
well, there you go. Poor Nell. Nell got sent over to the Benson home, and that wasn't a great way to grow up. And it seems as though
No.
Willow was sent to the loony bins as well, and that was not a great way to grow up either. And Willow should not Willow, but Nina should just be even more mad at her mom, Madeline.
Yeah, but
You
she
know,
can't be more dead though.
I want to
Madeline.
see Nina in a tractor, in the graveyard, running over Madeline's gravestone. Just, just a big old yellow tractor, the big old wheel, and just a hard hat, and just, you know what, Mom? Screw this.
Oh my
I'm with it. I
goodness.
want that.
My goodness.
Ginger says that his brother was a vampire. All right. Silas Clay was a vampire. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, Ma. Let's talk in earnest about this trial. Okay, we have to. When it comes down to it, whenever a soap opera puts on a trial, it gives an opportunity for the cast to act and stuff. We all like it. We all like to see it. The breakdowns, the tears, the revelations, the realizations of how your past actions are influencing today. I think that Dante is a great leading man.
He's what?
He's a great leading man. You know, I think he's romantically interesting. I think he's a handsome person, and I think that he knows how to play the scene.
I think so
You
too.
know, does the character of Dante get in his own way? Absolutely. But, it's fun. It's fun. But I think that Dante, as the police commissioner, as well, in the midst of all of this, has been really interesting and compelling because it's pulled previous story to now, which is the Claudia situation and how Dante might be leaning away from Michael as a suspect from this over guilt over what happened before. I
Yes.
think that's been an interesting little analysis of previous story impacting this one. He is in a situation in which he is constantly having to analyze what's going on to make sure that he is being fair about things,
Right.
while also Nathan's like, well, maybe you haven't been totally fair. Or have you been? Or
I
maybe I'm
tell
going to
you,
destabilize you too. And then Dante turning around being like, wait a minute. This
having
timeline
Dante,
don't match.
I know that he trusts Nathan right now, but having Nathan go over all his notes is a bad idea. And Nathan is going to be romantically involved with Lulu. They're going to be smooching on that porch in no time.
In no time. He's playing it. I do not trust Nathan.
I do not
He's
either.
moving forward with his plan.
Yes, I think he's a facade. I think he's in Sidwell's back
Oh,
pocket too.
totally.
And I think ultimately, this is what I'd love to see happen. Dante figures Nathan out and he has to rescue his Lulu from
Of
Nathan.
course. Just in time for Maxie to wake up and see Dante shoot Nathan. And she'd be, ah!
Exactly. Good
Why?
stuff right there. We're right in the spring season.
Ah, come on, Elizabeth Cordy and Chris Van Etten, give us a call. We'll do your jobs for you. You can collect the money. We'll collect the prestige.
There you go.
And a little bit of money. Oh my gosh. Michael must be having drugs on when he was referred to Willow and Michael's kids as his kids. Yeah, I put 2 bullets in him too. Ah!
Oh,
Everyone on this trial is a professional level, totally conflicted and compromised. Totally, you're totally right, Alicia or Lisa or Alicia or Alicia. You're totally, totally right. Everybody's compromised. And that's the core of being on the soap. It's a beautiful part of being on a soap opera is you're constantly compromised.
mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
Um, we talked about Dante. We talked about Jacinta earlier. She broke
Mm-hmm.
down on that set. She had to tell on that set at that court. She had to tell the truth. She was backed into a corner. Ezra already revealed it. There was nothing else to do but just you're right. I wasn't with him.
The only thing that she could have done differently was grab that sack of money and hit the road. Do
Yeah.
not stop.
Mm-hmm.
Do not try to collect another $200.
Yeah.
No,
Don't. Why did you come back from Australia? You should have just stayed there.
you should have just went. Yeah,
And
took
you wouldn't.
Christina's bag of money. And I understand why Christina did that. It's impulsive. It's Christina-ish, but I
Totally.
understand why she did it.
Yeah.
She was trying to protect Michael. Get your little scrawny ass out of town, girl. Here's some money. Go.
Yeah. And Christina has always been a little bit more ready to do a Corinthos act.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why don't you hit the road, huh? You take this money. You never need this scene again. This is your style, Jacinda. You see, we've done it before. Take the money and go. I think Nathan's running Sidwell. You know, Alicia. Thank you very much, Alicia. I think you're right. I think Nathan probably is the very head, top of that because I also think that he's Peter August.
I think so too. And I want it to be true.
I really wanted to be Peter
We're
August.
getting Peter back with no Wes Ramsey.
Just because I like Wes Ramsey, but I also want to see old Nathan, the actor. I can't remember names this morning. I'm sorry, I was too busy. Ryan Pavey.
Baby.
I want him to try his best to say. Not. It doesn't have to do the whole cadence. He doesn't have to do the whole Juilliard thing that everybody hated. But I do really need him to call up Wes Ramsey because he's got his phone number. It's very close by. He can just go to
Yeah.
Laura Wright's house, hang out with him. He needs to learn how to say, Maxie. He needs to learn how to do that. He's got to
Yep.
say, Maxie. He's got to do that.
Oh my gosh, and wouldn't that be so cool that Kristen is back,
Mm-hmm.
and he says it in that kind of cadence, and
Yeah.
she goes,
Yeah. I
"That be
mean, oh,
something."
ooh, it'd be very, very exciting. Ginger is having a freak out in the chat. She is not for this. I think that you might have your nightmares come true, Ginger. Nell may have temporarily taken over Willow's body. That's what I was saying, David. That's what I was saying. Nina needs to sit her down and be like, get out, Nell. Get out.
Uh-huh.
But wasn't Peter obsessed with Maxie? I don't see Nathan, if anything, he's being flirty with Lulu. Yes, I understand what you're saying. I totally understand what you're saying.
He should be, if it turns out to be true, he should be really interested in seeing Bailey Lou. Wheezy Faison. That's who he should be interested in seeing.
And where's Wheezy Faison?
Evidently upstairs in the Isle of Misfit Children. I don't know.
Wheezy Faison is upstairs in her room at Spinelli's house.
hmm
So he's got to make friends with Spinelli. He's got to make friends with
You know what?
Lulu. And then he can go hang out that house, no problem.
You know what I thought when Kai and Trina were talking?
Yep.
I thought you two need to call Spinelli.
Spinelli has an algorithm that would have told us who shot Drew weeks ago.
Exactly. You guys need to call Spinelli.
It'd be Nathan is alone in the house. He's standing in the mirror and a smirk, takes off his mask, and underneath it's Peter, says Monique. You know, whole Faison, switcheroony.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I just unfortunately, as much as I would love to see Wes Ramsey back on the show, I just don't think that he resonated well enough with enough of the fan base for them to do that. But Ryan Pavey playing Peter rather than Nathan is so juicy, and I want
He's
that.
good.
I want that. And listen, folks, he doesn't have to be Peter. Maybe he could be brain mapped into Peter. We've talked about this before. Then he can overcome the brain mapping and be Nathan. It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Exactly.
We've done it. We've been there. We can do it again.
I like wackadoodle sometimes.
Who else testified? Willow testified, of course, and Willow didn't. Willow all
Yeah.
along.
Alexis was right with those two.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm closing in the morning. You two need to shut up.
Please stop trying to give me advice. Please stop trying to make me do things. We're at the end of this. Now it's going to be up to the jury because they are closed, Mother. And it is up to the jury.
It
It
is.
don't matter at this point. I forgot about this little. It doesn't matter at this point if Kai and Trina charge into them as the jury is giving their statement to say it was her all along. It doesn't matter at this point.
The only thing that could make things different is that Kai and Trina talk to Alexis. Alexis, her final statement has now been changed.
Alexis does something, but I just don't think that's what's going to go on. I think she's going to be found not guilty, and I think we're going to find out very quickly that she is guilty. There's no need to do another investigation. You can't send somebody else to jail for this crime, so Michael won't face any consequences, even if it looks like he might have done it. It doesn't matter because Willow did it, and she's already been found not guilty for that. Case dismissed.
Oh.
Over. Complete. No more trial. No more legal part of who shot Drew. Just the fallout of the emotional cavalcade of problems from the family.
Oh my gosh.
If it was Peter, he'd also be obsessed with Maxie. He also has to play Nathan, folks. I think is the key thing here. While yes, he is Peter, and I'm just gonna say it. While he is Peter, he has to play Nathan, and Nathan, while yes, was Maxie's husband and all this sort of stuff, and has a reason to be invested in Maxie, he doesn't have the same reason to be as hyper obsessed with Maxie. Maxie is in a safe location. There's really nothing that he can do. They aren't together. She moved on. She's with Spinelli again. Would it make sense for him to go look at her? Sure. Does he have to? No, because his focus is with James. You know, I think that there's a way for it to make sense, you know, especially if, folks, another thing here, we're only watching an hour 5 hours at most of these people's lives a week.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to assume they're having conversations we don't see.
True.
And so I think that maybe one of those conversations was, should I go out? Should I even bother going out there? And like, I don't know, man. It's 4 states away, and she won't even know you're there. You know?
Yeah.
Boom.
Hmm.
Boom. 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 I don't know. It's over because the case has gone to the jury. There we go. There we go. It is over. The final statements have been made. The jury has to deliberate. They have to decide. We're going to get a verdict. I don't know. I'm sure the spoilers came out for next week. I don't know what day we can expect the verdict to come out, but I imagine it'll come out next week.
I would think so.
Still, Nathan's last memory is waiting on James Ward and him being happily married with Maxie. What would you like to see, Ginger? And that's not a challenge. I'm just curious.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan is glitching like a Cassadine control victims did. Temporarily blocks memory. He was gone 7 years. Ooh, Sean is pretty sure he's just been Cassadine brainwashed.
He could
Brainwashed
be.
Cassadine style. Maybe not
There's an
necessarily.
arsenal of that stuff in the Cassadines. Arsenal of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet Helena has given there's probably a library of instructional videos on how to do
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit.
like with her hosting, it's like, hello, this is me, Helena. This is tape 4 of 7 on how to hypnotize your enemies. That Nathan will want to see Maxie even in a coma. I think they've discussed it. They've talked, they brought it up and such. I can't say verbatim, Ginger, exactly how they resolved why he hasn't gone out there. But I know for a fact it's been brought up and they've talked about it. I don't know the exact reason why they didn't. He didn't. Maybe we could.
When it's
Maybe.
closer,
Yeah.
when it's closer for Christmas Storm to return,
He will go see her. Then he can. Then he can see her.
and I think
and then
she
we'll
is.
have her face. I think so too. I'm back. I had to go feed the toilet. Oh, great! Thanks, David. I'm sad I didn't. I'm sad I didn't pre-read that before saying it out loud. All right. Great, thank you so much. All right, of course, now we're getting close to February sweeps, so things will probably drag out even more, says Sandra. I don't know about dragging out even more because we got to the end of this particular drag out.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
We all know now Willow did it.
we all know that Willow did it. So the fallout could be dragged, sure, but it's going to be a new drag. It's going to be a new drag. And with February sweeps coming up very soon, and those actually, usually, from my understanding, don't come here for the news. From my understanding, they usually start at the end of January and lead into February. So we're so close to the sweeps that I don't know if we'll drag out even more. We're in the finish line. We're in the, we're probably going to get some sort of fun 5 Poppies Sit Well development. Maybe that'll be the Anna return. Maybe that's where we're going to get Emma, in her cat suit sneaking around Spoon Island. The
Yes.
spring Anna. Maybe that's when we're going to get the grand revelation that Marco is up to no good. Maybe that's when we're going to get my Brad prediction.
Yes.
I'm not so sure about stretching, but maybe I could be wrong. GH was guilty of very much stretching the Who Shot Drew.
Very much.
Very much. They
Very
stretched to the Esplanade like nuts, too. Holy smokes, that Measure C was
Too much
on.
of stretching. Too much
Oh,
stretching.
oh. But Measure C has failed. We know Who Shot Drew. I'm hopeful that we're entering a new realm of new stretch rather than continuing to stretch what we have been doing so far.
Me too.
I think the Sidwell story should start moving now too, says Alicia, and I think that it will. Now there's
Oh my
room. Now
gosh,
there's
he's such
space.
a Cassadine. He's got the best impeccable manners with a just army person.
Ginger admits that she's not sure exactly what she wants to see, and she's a little bit bored with Nathan's return. So maybe him being Peter would be okay so long as it's not Wes Ramsey. It's not going to be Wes Ramsey. I can say that with pretty sure certainty. I'm fairly certain he's going to wind up being Peter adjacent. At least we'll say.
I think Wes Ramsey is Stephanie's stalker.
Over on the
that
other show, over on Days, yeah. But
over on that other show.
that was last November, like November 2023. I'm saying 2024. That's when they filmed that.
Mhm.
I understand why you're a little bit bored with Nathan's return, though. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm really sure that they have just are waiting for Kirsten to be ready. Now, why they introduced him at that point in time, I can't say. Contracts, dates, beginnings, ends. We signed it. Plans were in place before Kirsten had to leave. I'm not sure exactly why they brought him in and then had to wait. Because why not just wait? Like, I get that. I totally get that. I don't know the reason. I'm not back there. I don't know these people.
The only thing that I can see, and this could be an afterthought because of Kristen not being able to come back, was putting him in, really cemented him and Lulu a relationship. They need to be kissing on the porch or laying in the bed or something.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, it gives him, it establishes Nathan's life for Maxie to walk back into. And then it becomes more about that and less about the Maxie shock of it all. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there you go.
And ultimately, it puts Lulu and Dante back together.
And yes, it does give a path to Lulu and Dante's reunion. And Rocco will be so happy. So would Charlotte, I guess. Mm-hmm. I guess. I don't know if Charlotte cares about Dante. Ryan is hot to look at. Well, you're right, Jeannie. He is a handsome man. Mm-hmm. So is Ryan Chamberlain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll get some Avery back on the screen because, now they're concerned about Avery.
Oh, anytime we're concerned about the kid, we gotta have something happen, right?
Right.
So what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Is it gonna be? Is she gonna get kidnapped?
She might. She might because Sonny's right with his conversation with Laura. Mm-hmm. Yes, he's interested in Ava because she is the mother of one of my kids.
That's not incorrect. Mm-hmm. But she's also dang intriguing. Mm-hmm. She's a multifaceted reason why I should be interested in a Jerome.
Yeah, he likes that Jerome family anyway, though. Mm-hmm. 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 It's just something in your arsenal, and I think Sidwell does that kind of stuff. He puts things in his back pocket. Well, that will become handy later.
That's why he got Alexis's fingerprint. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm with you in the chat. I'm with you, Ma. I think that Sidwell he's laid up his dominoes, and he's gonna knock one over before long. He's got everybody in his pocket. He's doing something, and it's not just to have an easy go in Port Charles. He is doing something, and it's about cold fusion, and Spoon Island will blow up or something. I don't know.
Oh, we can't have Spoon Island blow up. No,
Wouldn't that be
no.
Nuts, though, huh? Wouldn't that be nuts?
No, it hurt my heart that they blew up the haunted star.
Well, all right, let's hope for no exploding Spoon Islands then. All right, folks, it's 1:00 in the afternoon. We're gonna be done with this one because we gotta rest up and relax, so we can come back at 1:30 in just half an hour to talk about Days of Our Lives and Beyond the Gates.
Yeah, it's not very far off.
It's not very far off at all, so we gotta rest our voices and stuff.
But we couldn't help this morning. Matthew did have his tired dilemma.
I did have my tired dilemma.
Have that car ready and willing to roll.
Yeah, so I can go to work and stuff and make my real money. Mm-hmm. If you want to save me from having to go to my 9 to 5, the super chat function is open and available. If you want to leave a little donation into the old I don't know. Remember those red buckets where you'd put pennies and Santa would ring his bell? I don't know if they still have those.
Well, yeah, they were out the Rayleighs at my house like 3 weeks ago.
They must be banned down here because I didn't see a single Santa in a red suit, or it's just too hot. I don't know. Anyway, leave a super chat if you want. You don't have to.
No, you don't.
But do it because I said so. All right. While you're listening to my demands, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Because that's what you do here on YouTube. It's your minor responsibility for the free content that you're getting from us is to like the video and subscribe to the channel so other people can enjoy it too.
Absolutely.
Lucy finding Anna. Lucy should find Anna. That would be fun. You guys are right. Lucy.
That would be shenanigans, and I would be all there for it.
And then Lucy is the one that has to knock out Pascal, and he's like, oh.
Oh, they should get him with a bedpan or something. It would be hilarious.
It would be good. It would be good. So while we're thinking about that on our elevator ride back down to the first floor, we go into the parking garage to get into our cars and tune our radios to previous episodes of the 10th floor, which you can find on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. If you can't find it on your favorite podcasting platform, reach out to us on Twitter or any other social media platform, and we will send you in the right direction. You can usually find us at 10th Floor GH.
Pretty easy most of the time.
Oh, yeah. Like the video if you had a good time. Subscribe to the channel if you want some more. Come on back at 1:30 to talk more soaps. Mm-hmm. And also go spend some time with your families. I've been Matt.
And I've been Kat.
And we'll see you next week live right here on the 10th floor. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, guys.